Okay, good morning everyone. So I wrote this last night for today specifically, and I'm going to play it twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. And I'm doing that because I want to see how the song changes for you over that. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful for the air inside my lungs. I am grateful for the wind upon my skin. Grateful for the grass beneath my feet. Grateful that the sun will rise again. I am grateful for this life I get to live. I am grateful for my body and my hands. Grateful for my children and their health. Grateful for a love who understands. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful for the things that I do well. I am grateful for the chance to do it wrong. Grateful for the pain that sometimes comes. Grateful for the things that make me strong. I am grateful for clean water from the tap. I am grateful I am safe and so well fed. Too well fed. Grateful for the clothes upon my back. Grateful for clean sheets upon my bed. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful for my parents and my home. Grateful for the songs that I can sing. Grateful for the people that I know. Grateful for the light that I can bring. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Sing that last line again. I am blessed. I am blessed.
And we are blessed, Andrew. Thank you. Oh, and so let's just take in the energy of gratitude, the energy of blessings, and just allow our heart to fill with all that we are grateful for, all that blesses us right here, right now, in this moment. And please join me in our opening treatment, which is our word for affirmative prayer. So right here, right now, in this moment, I am blessed. I am blessed to know the power and presence of God as the power and presence of good, the abundance, the magnificence that blesses me and allows me to speak these words. And so I speak these words with absolute gratitude and love for the opening of this magnificent celebration of God today. I speak this word for each one present here today, each one watching this service, each one who will join us as part of this celebration today. I am grateful for the Science of Mind teaching that allows us to have this magnificent community where we are so blessed by the presence of God through and as each one of us. And so I speak this word from this place, knowing that the blessings abound as we enter the month that we celebrate gratitude, although we know we celebrate gratitude in every single moment here at Center for Spiritual Living Morristown, for we are grateful for all that God expresses in our life. And as we open to that, as we recognize and unify with these blessings, we know that we become the open channel to receive even more of who God is. For God is always expanding. Blessings are always expanding. And so we allow ourselves to receive them in this moment. We allow ourselves to be so present and available for even greater love and joy and abundance. And so we know that this service is already blessed. The music and the message, the fellowship, the bounty that we are swapping today, and the beautiful food that we will all partake of after our celebration today. But right here, right now, we just allow ourselves to be this channel for love and good in the world. And so as I release this word, I release it into the law of mind action that always receives it and always instantly puts it forth as our experience. So this word now spoken is done. And with even more gratitude in our hearts, please join me in saying, and so it is. So it is, so it is, so it is. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Morristown, a vibrant community where love, joy, and inclusivity are at the heart of everything that we do. Here we honor the unique journey of every soul, offering a place of healing, growth, and celebration. Together we create an atmosphere of openness and love where every person is seen, valued, accepted, and appreciated just as they are. I'm Reverend Janice Valera. I'm a minister here at Center for Spiritual Living Morristown, and I thank you for joining us, whether you are here in person, all the beautiful faces that I see, whether you're watching the live stream or you come back and check us out at a later time. We are so happy that you are here with us. If this is your first time with us, please, we welcome you, certainly welcome you. We're so glad you found us. We hope you received a visitor packet, but if you haven't, there's some available after service, and we really invite you to fill out the form so you can be on our mailing list so we can let you know about things that are happening at our center. We do publish a weekly constant contact, and if you even have been here before and aren't receiving it, there's a sign-up sheet for that in the back, so please sign up. You can also visit us at our website, which is cflmmorristown.org. So the 2025 theme is, for the Center for Spiritual Living theme, Rising Higher, Growing Deeper. Yeah, so we have a new monthly theme for November. It's an interesting one. Loving the Unlikable. We'll see how that unfolds. Of course, we're also celebrating gratitude this month. So that's going to be woven through, and kicking us off today is our first of the month speaker, Kris Ferraro. I described her in the little thing we do before service as dynamic and so full of life, and so her topic is perfect for today, making gratitude juicy, which I love. And Andrew Dunn is here. As you all heard him, he wrote a special song for us. We're going to sing it again at the end, and thank you for doing that, Andrew. Okay, we're going to do our Namaste practice, and many of you know, of course, Namaste means the divinity within me recognizes and honors the divinity within you, and I'm in that place in me. You're in that place in you. There's only one of us. So So I want to add something to that today because we are celebrating gratitude. And that is to say, after you say namaste, thank you for being here. And I want to explain that a little bit. It's definitely thank you for being here at Center for Spiritual Living Morristown today. But it's really about thank you for being here in my life at this moment. Because when we are present in every moment, when we enter the moment fully, whoever is there and whatever is there becomes so meaningful and so perfectly placed. So to recognize that just allows us to connect even deeper. Okay, so you don't just say all that. it's just namaste, thank you for being here. And you might want to carry that with you this month. Enter the moment fully, and whatever it is, even if it feels unlikable, thank you for being here, whatever shows up. Okay, so let's do that all together. Namaste, thank you for
Good morning. Good morning. I'm so happy to be back here with you all. This has been such a great way to start the month for me personally, that I get to come here and you all are so loving and kind and sometimes treat me like a rock star. So thank you for that. I very much appreciate it. And it's funny, it's led to suddenly getting more speaking gigs, because I think that it is that expression of the rising tide brings up all boats or something like that. So other boats in my life are rising up, and I think a lot of it has to do with coming and being here with you all. And it makes me be accountable to what I'm talking about. So I want you to know I did bring some oracle decks later on. So I had to be accountable. But what it also led me to do was to savor the gifts of the season. And I think I had one of the best Octobers I think maybe I've ever had. You know, I canned and bottled a lot of the experiences that I had this month and the beauty that's been all around. And what a backdrop, right, for what we're going to be talking about today. So yes, we are going to talk today about gratitude. Because gratitude isn't just a nice thing. It's a key piece of the science of mind teaching. It's a key piece of metaphysics. Ernest Holmes says, appreciation, gratitude, and thanksgiving, the motive power, which attracts and magnifies the hidden potentialities of life. The motive power. I love that. And more poetically, he also says, gratitude is one of the chief graces of human existence and is crowned in heaven with a consciousness of unity. I love it when Ernie gets really poetic. You know, it speaks to moving from the head into the heart. And for me, that gratitude practice and how it has changed over the years has very much been from moving from the head into the heart. I am a bit of a self-help geek. So when I started formally doing a gratitude practice, I wanted to do it right. So I'd always read a lot of information and do research, and then I wanted to do it the right and proper way, and so I got a special journal and a special pen, and every night when I would go to bed, you know, I would do my reading, and then I would write 5 things that I was grateful for. And I developed a habit, and I did this for a number of months, but much to my dismay, I did not feel like anything was really changing in my life. How could Oprah have been so wrong? So I had to figure out what it was You know, I like to bring the idea of a scientist and doing experimentation with these practices that we read about and do, and I like to kind of pick them apart and figure out where am I doing this wrong? Where is there something faulty, or is this just something that's not necessarily working for me? I didn't think that that was the case. I was somebody, because I grew up in a family with a lot of deprivation, I am somebody who always has appreciated and been grateful for kindnesses that have been done to me, gifts that have been given to me. I think for those of us that didn't have a lot, it's just automatic that we appreciate what comes in from others. And so what I recognized at some point is that I had just made it this rote habit. I was checking the boxes. Okay, I'm gonna do my reading, check. Gratitude practice, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things, check. But there was no feeling into it. There was no passion. There was not what the unity people would call zeal, right? That's one of their 12 disciplines, their 12 practices, is to have zeal, passion, enthusiasm. And so it makes sense that when I started adding passion to it and moved from checking the box and crossing off the list into my heart space, where I began to embody the passion that I had for everything that was in my life, that then things changed, and changed really dramatically. I needed to make my gratitude practice juicy. I needed to make it exciting for me. I needed to make it not something that was rote, not something that I was checking off, but something that I was embodying within me. So an example of that could be, it's a really beautiful day. I'm grateful for this beautiful day. Or I could say, I am grateful for the beauty that greeted me every moment of this day on my drive from Montclair to Morristown. The way the sun was shining through my window, and the way that it touched my face, and the way the colors were lit up. And I'm grateful for the flow that I experienced. There was less cars on the road, and yet I felt like I was moving like a synchronized swimmer with the other drivers that were on the road. And then the green lights were just appearing before me. And it was like I was connected with all that is, because by the way, I am connected to all that is. And as I arrived here and I walked through, I felt appreciation for everyone that many, many years ago put down that cement for us to be able to walk on as an entryway that led through the open door. And as I moved through the open door, our musical guest was strumming. And so I walked in already feeling a rhythm to this day. I am grateful for this beautiful day. Take a breath. Can you feel the difference in that? So an easy way of doing this, to get in touch with the sensory information, is to say, I am grateful for this, whatever that may be, because. I'm grateful for this day because I get to come here and be with all of these beautiful people, and I get to stand up here and I get to speak. I'm so grateful that I get to come here and meet a new musician who I haven't met before, and see somebody that I have loved for decades now, right? I am grateful for this day because I get to come and get lots of hugs afterwards. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the delicious food that we're gonna be sharing together also, right? I am so grateful because. Fill in the blanks. And as you begin to fill in the blanks, your mind starts going, your eyes start expanding, you start looking in all directions. The evidence starts rolling in, and you wonder why you hadn't seen it exactly that way before. the blinders come off and your vision expands. And really, doesn't it make sense that we should appreciate what we have to be able to receive more? Have you ever had the experience of putting a lot of effort into getting a gift for someone? Maybe something you spent a lot of money on or a lot of effort. You know, your new significant other, you tracked down their favorite childhood toy on eBay. You had to pay to get it shipped in from Sri Lanka. And you presented them with this gift with all the energy of the effort you put into it, and they go, oh, that's kind of nice. That's nice. You're not going to be so inclined to do it again, right? You're not going to be so inclined to put a lot of effort in when you're not receiving appreciation in return. So it makes sense that the universe, that God, that the source of all would operate in exactly the same way. And you know how we actually make gratitude a part of our practice? It's with the act of praise. Myrtle Fillmore says, praise is gratitude in action. And so as I was writing notes over the weekend about this talk, I thought about a cat that I had 20 years ago. I lived in the second and third floor of this enormous Victorian house with a roommate. And at that time, we sort of split those second and third floors. So we each had our own living room, we each had 2 bedrooms, we each had our own bathroom. And my cats were in the bedroom on the 3rd floor, and one of those cats, who was a big old Buddha, whose name was Saki, he was a 25-pound white cat with a head the size of a bowling ball. And he had this gray streak between his ears that it looked like he was wearing a toupee. And he was the quintessential middle child. Not much trouble, didn't need a lot of things, sort of hanging in the background, but he was this very zen creature. And after the move, he would not come down from the 3rd floor. And so there was some practical considerations. I wanted to feed him in the kitchen on the 2nd floor, but I also missed his presence when I was in the living room. And so I thought, how am I going to go about this? Because if you've ever had cats, discipline is not a thing. They don't work that way, okay? But I do know that they respond to praise. And so one day I came up and I was going up the stairs up to the 3rd floor, and he was sitting right outside the door of the bedroom. And I was like, Saki, wow, look at you, man. You're so brave. You made it outside. Look at you. You're outside of that door. Oh, I'm so proud of you. And he was like, okay. The next day, I caught him on the landing between the 3rd and 2nd floor. And I said, Saki, wow, look at you, man. You made it down. You're doing so great. You're so brave. I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. And by the 3rd day, he made it into the living room, and so it was like a parade. I was like, Saki, wow, look at my boy. You're so smart. You're so brilliant. And so, you know, cats are a lot like women. We become accustomed to a certain way of being treated. If you ever loved a woman, you may know that. And so this became a ritual. In the evening, I would turn the TV on and I'd listen to the sounds of him coming down the steps. And then he'd wait outside the door and he'd come into this grand entrance like, hello. And I would do the parade. Wow, Saki, you're here. I'm so excited that you're here. I love you so much. And so one day a friend of mine was staying with me, and so she caught this ritual, right? And she said, how long has this been going? I said, oh, it's been a good couple of months. And so she started doing it with me. So now there were 2 of us that were cheering him on as he came in every single evening. And on the 2nd day, she said to me, wow, I just feel so good. I said, it feels good to praise. It feels good to appreciate. It feels good to love. It feels good to recognize. this beautiful little creature in my life was doing a really, really big thing. And she said, I never saw a cat smile and dance before. And he did, tail up in the air, he was ready to go. And so while I was writing these notes and I'm remembering, this memory comes back and I'm feeling it, I'm activating this experience that I had 20 years ago. What happens is my current cat Ling comes on my desk and starts to purr. Because she's feeling the vibration of an appreciation that I had for a cat that she never even met. And I recognize that in that moment I created this practice that I've been applying to the animals and the people that I love ever since. So Ling was diagnosed over the summer with kidney disease and cognitive decline. If you did not know that cats can get dementia, you do now. It was news to me. And she's had some health stuff going on. Every single day, I talk to her, I talk to her kidneys, I talk to her brain, I talk to her heart, I talk to her nervous system. And I say, you are doing so great. I am so proud of you. Thank you for pumping. Thank you for doing your job. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting my beautiful Ling. Ling, you are so strong. You are so courageous. Look what you can still do. Look what you are able to do. And I speak those words to her. And recently she had her blood work checkup. Her kidney values are exactly the same. They have not gotten worse. The vet's like, I don't really understand this. We should be at this stage of the illness. And I thought, well, you don't actually know what's really going on here. That's not up to you. This is between me, Ling, and the universe at large. But speaking to her cells with praise has reminded me about how often am I doing that for my own cells? How much am I appreciating and valuing what my own body is doing? It is so easy to get a paper cut and focus on the pain, the agony of this paper cut, when 99.999% of you is functioning perfectly well. Where is your attention going? And so her illness is reminding me about praising my own body, my strong beating heart. 2 years ago, I couldn't wear these boots. I had a severe ankle injury. I praise my strong ankles. I'm glad. It's only about 1.5 inches. I'm tall, I don't really need that much more height. I am valuing my ankles and my legs for getting me here. So put praise and energy into all that we have. We have so much. Each and every one of us has so much. Sometimes we need to be reminded. Sometimes the sad news stories, right, are prayer lists that are out there through the media. After those prayers, return to yourself and appreciate the running water, the heat, the sunshine, a soft bed to sleep in at night. Because there are people all over the world who do not have that. Many, millions and millions of people that do not have that. And I can assure you, they would want us to appreciate and savor everything that we do have. We have generosity beyond measure. The only thing that changes is our perspective of it. You know, I have some younger friends, and they're very fun because I get a chance to remind them of how it used to be. Yes, I'm at that age now, you know. And one of my friends was going to a coffee shop and had this order. It must have had 17 specifications about what was going into that cup. And I said, you know, there was a time when it was just coffee. We forget. We forget all of the options, the diversity of abundance that we have to craft even our drink to our own minute specifications. So don't forget. Remember. It's okay to be the person that said, I walked 5 miles to school each day in the snow. Because it's reminding those who have come after us how it used to be. And all of the advances that have led us to this specific moment. What an incredible gift that is. And so, open your eyes, hold an intention for feeling deeper gratitude than ever before. It's not going to be a lot of work. What's going to happen is the universe is going to rush up to meet you. And suddenly, as the blinders come off, as the filters change, as the veils between the worlds fall away, you recognize how magical all of it is. Every breath, a gift. Truly a gift. If you've ever met somebody who's struggling with asthma or a respiratory condition, they will tell you that every breath is a gift. This eternal process that's happening as oxygen is coming in and what we need is released. That we don't have to think about or micromanage. It happens even while we're sleeping. Thank goodness it does.
Yeah.
It keeps us going. So as we approach this month of gratitude, right now, as we're just beginning, just hold an intention to make it juicy, to bring it alive with the senses, to speak it out loud, even when you're alone. There's a lot of power of the sound of your own voice to your subconscious mind. And as you speak it, you're speaking it into being. It is joining those prayers of gratitude all over the world in the collective unconscious. This is how things shift. And recognize in those moments, wow, all of this for me? All of this has been created into being, and I am here creating into being, and all of it is here for me. And just like it's here for me, it's here for all of us. It's here for each and every one of us. And in those moments, you become alive in it. The energy starts coursing through, and you feel yourself connected to all that is or could ever be. This is how loved each and every one of us are. And so we're going to ground this practice together in a gratitude practice for our ancestors. So I do a lot of ancestral healing work in my energy healing practice, and it's very, very, very valuable work to do. However, I think that we have lost touch with feeling appreciation and gratitude also for our ancestors and the gifts that they have given us. It's very easy to be like, yeah, I got my big butt from my grandmother. It's all her fault. And we do that all the time. Oh, I have this because I got it from my father or my whatever, right? Do you appreciate your resiliency? Do you appreciate your sense of humor or the shape of your eyes or the timbre of your voice? And so on this weekend, we had Halloween on Friday, otherwise known as Samhain, as it's done in ancestral communities. Yesterday was All Saints' Day, today is All Souls' Day. Also in our Latin communities, it's Dios de los Muertos, right? The days of the dead. These are when people have appreciated the people that have come before them, with rituals of putting out food and meals, and creating little dioramas with them, doing the activities they did when they were on Earth. I think it is something that we have lost in modern times. And so let's do that together today. Let's send some healing and love and appreciation to those beings that came before us. Because the truth is, they're the ones that made it, y'all. They're the ones that made it. Through wars and famines and battles and destruction and moves across oceans and migrating, okay? We are the product of the ones that have made it. And so it's so important that we honor the strength that lives within us that comes from them and the shoulders that we stand on. So, if you feel comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes. And if you'd like, you can place one hand on top of the other and then bring them up to the chest. This is a serenity hold. And take a nice deep breath in and let it go. And so imagine that you are standing before a large mirror and you see your reflection just as you look right now. But there's something in the mirror that you didn't expect. Behind your right shoulder is an image of your mother. And behind your left shoulder, an image of your father. And you see the tops of the heads of your grandparents behind each of them. And their parents behind them, and behind them, in this ever-widening funnel of people. And so into that mirror, say to them, thank you for the gift of life. Thank you for all that you have given me. Everything that I know, and all the gifts as yet to be revealed. I'm sorry for when I have judged you. Please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. And imagine a golden light in the center of your chest, like a little ember of a flame. Begin to grow as you breathe into it. This is divine love that is here, that has always been with you. And as you breathe in and it fills your chest and then fills your entire body, send that golden light back through both branches of your ancestry. And if you're adopted, you've got 4 lines instead of 2. So send it through them as well. Sending it back to the beginning of time. And repeat in your mind, divine love blesses and heals all that have come before me. Back to the beginning of time. I am grateful. And spend just a few moments just imagining that golden light flowing all the way back through thousands and thousands of people that all came together to bring you to this moment. And feel the gratitude expand in your heart. for them, for their resiliency and for their strength. And ask them for any blessings or support that you would like at this time. And now imagine bowing to the mirror. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, and we're going to anchor this in with a little energy medicine. Okay. So we're going to take two hands, bring it to the base of us, and imagine you're running those hands up the front line of the body until you get to the lips. And then we're going to circle out like angel wings or butterfly wings. So breathing in. Blowing out. Breathing in, running up. And blowing out. One more time. Running it up. And circling back around. And then bringing those hands back together right on the center of the chest. And now feel gratitude for yourself, for showing up, for being here, for the healing and transformation that you just put through your ancestral lines. Know that that is a blessing for you as well, because time is not linear. It's all happening right here and now. So as you send blessings through them, those blessings like a boomerang are ricocheting back to you. Thank you so much.
So it's nice to hear people hitting on all the things I hit on in my song. And stuff that I certainly thought about. That song could be never ending, the problem with it. But, so some friends of mine were having a baby, and I wanted to write a song for them about that. And as Kris was saying about, the body working the way it does without shock, which is, I'm so grateful for that. If I had to pay attention to breathing, I would have been dead a long time. I always think of all the things that could go wrong. I don't think you realize until you're about to have a child, all of the things that could go terribly sideways as these genes are splitting and all these things are happening. And it's kind of amazing to me that it works ever. Like ever. So I wrote this, it's called Amazing Grace. You were just an idea, an emotion too big to hold, with nowhere to go. Love can't overflow. We needed another soul. Looked down, saw straight into our hearts, thinking that maybe you'd be our baby, the sum of our separate parts. We're grateful for you, blessed to be in this place. Baby girl, it's true. You are amazing grace. You'll learn how to walk. Nope, that's not it either. I'm grateful for my memory. Things won't always be great. I know we'll be just fine. Times that you'll weep, nights you won't sleep, it's part of the grand design. You'll learn how to walk, you'll learn how to fly. Know when you do, our love goes with you, as big as the sky. We're grateful for you, blessed to be in this place. Baby girl, it's true, you are amazing grace. Days go slowly, years fly past, no one questions why. Life is fleeting, love is fast, on us you can rely. We're grateful for you, blessed to be in this place. Baby girl, it's true, you are amazing grace. You were just an idea, an emotion too big to hold.
That was so beautiful, and thank you, Kris, for those amazing reminders, especially the praise part. It's so important. And I think we're not even always used to praising ourselves, but praise yourself, parts of yourself, all of that. It is what allows more of you to be. So thank you for that reminder. And I love how the song was just a beautiful thing to follow the ancestral. It was just perfect. I love this universe. Okay. So now it's time to celebrate our abundance, because we are just so abundant, and we are so grateful to have this center where we get to come and share all these magnificent blessings with each other. So there are so many ways to give here. We give through certainly circulating our resources, which you can do right now. You can do, which many of you do on a monthly, weekly basis through all the available ways to do it online, through Venmo, PayPal, through the website. So we're grateful for that. And we're so grateful for those of you who serve. We want to thank Monica for joining our welcoming team today. Monica's back there giving online. She's one of those people that uses technology, so she's giving it. We're still looking for more people to join this fabulous team. Eileen, Valerie's joining too. Thank you, thank you. So, and we thank Eileen for always keeping it together, but she's looking for somebody, somebody eventually will move up and allow her to take some time off and just serve when she can. But as we celebrate our abundance, let us just feel in our heart all of the blessings that we have in our lives, and just open to just feel so much real, felt, embodied gratitude for all of these gifts. And as we bless the gifts today, please repeat after me. Divine love consecrates my gift.
Divine love consecrates my gift.
It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless.
It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless.
Returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Returns to me multiplied abundantly.
As I share my good,
as I share my good,
I accept my greater good.
I accept my greater good.
And so it is. I love that affirmation because it is an affirmation of the law of circulation. And it's just how the universe works. And we are celebrating that in a big way in the month of November with our gratitude and blessing swap, which started today, which actually the idea came to Lori through Kris's talk in October. So there's lots of things back there. So check them out after our celebration. Take something that speaks to you. Keep bringing things in for the month of November. Rashi said to me, you know, people have some great stories about these things. So if you have a great story to share, if you see somebody take something of yours, tell them the story. How it was passed down and how you want to give it. Let's share our stories about that too. So this Friday is our first Friday Healing Circle. It happens once a month. Gil Eduardo facilitates it, so that happens at 7 o'clock on Friday. Some more announcements. We are starting, I want to really thank Lori Carlson for taking on this way that we give at the holidays. Reverend Frankie used to do it. We gather things for the men and women at the Morris County Jail. We work with their chaplaincy program. Reverend Frankie used to lead the meditations there, and Lori is leading meditation now. On. In the back, there are flyers that say they're very particular about what we can send them, okay? So everything is listed. So take one of these and see if you can, you know, start gathering these things. Lori's going to bring in a box.
Yeah, next week.
Next week, yeah. Well, it's not, we don't have anything today anyway,
Yeah.
so the box will be here, and she'll gather them. And we only have until the end of November, the 30th, because then they have to make things, you know, we have to bring them there and they have to put them all together, okay? So take one of those. Next, I can't believe it's next week already, is Healing Day. It's happening on Sunday from 1 to 5. This is, if you're not signed up yet, it is an amazing day. It is such a great value. There is the 5 rhythms dance, movement meditation, qigong, gentle flow yoga. Kat's doing a sound journey. Fernando's going to be doing Reiki. There's somebody that's going to be doing mini integrative healing sessions, all for $30. What a value! If you sign up ahead of time, it's $35 at the door. So please go on Breeze, take a flyer, use the QR code. You could do it right here. You could sign up ahead of time because at the door it's $35. But we would love to have you. Tell your friends. It's really an amazing value. The consciousness there is fabulous. It's just this whole healing energy, and we're grateful to those that are offering their services and for all of you who come. It's a great fundraiser for our center. It's a fundraiser. Even the people offering the workshops are not being compensated for that. So that's why we're very grateful for this. And then there'll be a sound journey with Kat right here on December 7th. You can start signing up for that. And Valerie is doing this fabulous afternoon for us, also a fundraiser. She is gifting this to us, where you can create beautiful key. Just tell us about it.
You're decoupaging of seashells. So it's just bringing all of this stuff and so much you can do with them, and it's just relaxing. And it's kind of fun.
Yeah. She brings everything, all the materials.
You don't have to.
Yeah, awesome. You can use them as gifts. It's a great time. It's happening on December 14th, so Christmas gifts, 1 to 3:30. Please sign up for this as well so Valerie knows how many things to bring for us. The Signs of Mind magazines are here for November and December. They're $11.95. They're in the back, so please take them, pay for them back there. Social hour sheet, there's still some things available. Today is a potluck, so we thank everybody for bringing in their offerings and their bounty, and we are grateful for that. So Kris is going to come up and do a closing treatment, but before that, I want to make sure, and then Andrew's going to come up and do the song again that he started with, but I want to make sure everybody has the words. So who does not have the words? Okay, Kris, you could come up and get ready, and I'll make sure everybody has the words. You're doing great. You're so brave. Look at you.
That song that Andrew just did, I felt like it was going to my inner child. I thought, wow, what a world it would be if all of the babies in the world were being welcomed into life with such sentiments. So, holy moly, I would re-listen to that on the recording, y'all. That's a really incredible piece of music, so thank you so much. So you bless the little inner children in all of us. So let's join in prayer. So as we close our eyes together, we just let go of anything that has happened before this moment, and we tune within to this rich inner world of spirit, of consciousness, of pure potentiality that lives, breathes, and moves through me, through each and every one of us. This is the power of God in motion. And the power of God in motion is here. It is within our thoughts and our feelings and our expressions. And what I'm knowing on behalf of each and every one of us as we move through this month of gratitude, that we are solidifying a gratitude practice that is juicy and alive, that is filled with passion and enthusiasm, that breathes life into our thoughts, into our gifts, into our blessings. I'm knowing for each and every one of us that that sip of coffee or tea, that delicious piece of toast or salad, that we pause in mindfulness of the abundance that is readily available for each and every one of us, and we allow it in. We give life to it. And as we do, what I know is that we are sending ripples of gratitude out through the universe that is creating greater good everywhere that it arrives. Each of us individual waves of the expression and the consciousness of true abundance. Always there, always available, always unfolding within us. We deepen that connection, we deepen our faith, and as the gifts of spirit multiply all around us, our trust in this grows exponentially greater than ever before. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this beautiful community. Thank you for the knowledge about gratitude. Thank you for the abundance that is our birthright. Thank you for the increase that is leading us forward. Thank you for light. Thank you for love. Thank you for the air within our lungs and the ground beneath our feet and the wind that is moving through our hair and the serenity that is always available within. I go into the letting go. I move into the surrender. I move into allowing any heavy lifting to be lifted by God. We simply know, we affirm, we let go. We let the word that has been spoken be the word that is so. So this is done and this is complete. And please join with me by saying, and so it is.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
It's like, am I wrong?
No, I'm just coming back to my spot.
So I wanted to do this again because I wanted to see if it changed for you at all from the beginning of the service to the end of the service. It's changed for me in that, so I very intentionally, while writing this, everything in there, in fact, I had to reprint it several times because I noticed little things, but I wanted everything to be in the present tense because the whole point of gratitude is being in the moment and accepting where you are. And I will admit that in the very last verse, it was hard for me to write, grateful for the light that I can bring, because of that inner voice of saying like, oh, I'm not all that, you know what I mean? So, but it was, I wrote it, so.
We'll sing it.
I am blessed, I I am grateful for the air inside my lungs. I am grateful for the wind upon my skin. Grateful for the grass beneath my feet. Grateful that the sun will rise again. And I am grateful for this life I get to live. I am grateful for my body and my hands. Grateful for my children and their health. Grateful for love who understands. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful for the things that I do well. I am grateful for the choice to do it wrong. Grateful for the pain that sometimes comes. Grateful for the things that make me strong. I am grateful for clear water from the tap and warm water. I am grateful I am safe and so well fed. Grateful for the clothes upon my back. Grateful for the clean sheets upon my bed. I am blessed. I am blessed. More than I ever could have guessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful for my parents and my home. I am grateful for the songs that I can sing. Grateful for the people that I know. Grateful for the light that I can bring. I am blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. I know how to work. Yes. Thank you. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kris. Please come back next week. Maureen will be speaking and Rhonda Dene will we'll be here doing the music. So have a blessed and beautiful day. Thank you.